Okay, Louisiana Beer Reviews. I'm going to record a video while I'm on video with Maria from New York.
Cheers, y'all. I'm Maria Devon, the girl next door. This is Beer and BS. It's raining. We both were busy this morning, but we wanted to get together. Jay has a beer he wants to review, and there it is.
Now this beer is called Flying Horse Royal Lager Beer. Okay, I bought this at a place called International Market. Now my daughter, can you hear me all right? My daughter was telling me go to this place, International Market. So I'm thinking it's like this little convenience store type thing. And I go in there, it's huge, like a huge grocery store full of products from around the world. The beer selection wasn't too big. They had a huge liquor and wine selection though. So I found this Flying Horse and it was $3.99 for the bottle. It comes with the gold foil top. It's got a little kind of brochure on the neck hanging. It says, okay, it was manufactured in October 2014. It's batch number 292, and it's from United Breweries Group. United Breweries Group is the company from India that owns Kingfisher. You might have heard of Kingfisher. It's a huge line of beers in India developed by the British during the days of British India. They came to America. Their owner, Dr. Vijay Mallya, he's the chairman. He tried to buy Brooklyn Brewing. Steve Hindy said he took him on all kind of trips. He said, I found this man was unusually friendly. He asked me if I wanted to go on a free trip to India for a week with my family. And he knew something was up. But he's like, okay, sure. I'm not going to sell to this guy. But they went and then they had this dinner on a yacht where all these caterer, these guys in tuxedos, butlers, bringing them everything. And then finally, he knew something was coming. So he said, they were at this big dinner, and the guy says, well, how much do you want to sell for? And Steve Hindy said, well, I'm not selling Brooklyn Brewing. And so he said the guy threw a fit and said, you lied to me, you lied to me, you tricked me. He said, I didn't ask for any of these free gifts. You offered it. So, sorry. And then the guy was so furious. But, of course, no businessman is going to come to you and offer you all this free stuff if there's not something up, right? Put a little light on.
No. I mean, I don't. When it comes to big business like that, I'm sure that those folks are very jaded. And that guy had to know.
He had to know. Well, he said he knew, but he figured he'd get he said he figured he'd get a free trip out of it. Well,
right.
So then, but actually someone did sell out. Mendocino Brewing did sell out to this company years ago. So Mendocino is owned by United Breweries. So let's check it out. It's I believe 4.7% alcohol. Yes, it's made for export. I don't believe this is actually sold in India. It's only sold in America, and it says it was brewed under contract by Blossom Industries Limited in Village Jani, Vank Ad, Nani Daman, in Daman, India. Okay. So, and the little brochure says superior malt, aromatic hops, yeast, and crystal clear water. Well, they're all going to say that, even the worst ones are going to talk about the wonderful ingredients. But it says served between 8 and 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is. I guess 45 degrees, 50 degrees.
I would think.
Maybe colder.
45 degrees.
Okay, so nice looking. And then it says here, the only true royal beer. Well, as we know, that's not exactly correct because we did Carlsberg, and that is brewed under a royal warrant.
Yes.
So
that's right. A bunch of those are. Wasn't Singha also?
Singha was given a royal. Yeah, right. And
yeah,
like
and they were all pretty darn good too, if I remember. All the royal court beers turned out pretty well. Now,
the head isn't too thick, but it's super fizzy. I don't know if you can tell how fizzy this beer is. It's clear, it's light, it looks like a light lager. So let's check it out on Louisiana Beer Reviews / Beer and BS with Maria Devon of the girl next door of New York. Oh, well, the aroma is very pungent and full. Think of saltine crackers without the salt. You know what I'm talking about. the barley, I don't detect any corn or rice adjunct, and it doesn't talk about corn or rice adjuncts, so I don't believe that's there. Rich, sweet barley malt, and bread, of course, and let's go with the flavor. Oh, I'm about to spill it. One more thing, it was $3.99, okay, for the bottle. It's a stereotypical Euro lager, right? But it's from India. It's the mouthfeel is light and watery. It's crisp, clean, and refreshing in the finish. The flavor is bread, white, but quality bread, not store brand. Biscuit, maybe soda cracker. Definitely grassy hops in that Pilsner style. Maybe the German Pilsner is more the grassy hops, you said? Okay, and
what they call noble hops, those varieties.
The drinkability is extraordinary. So, well, I have to say, this beer is really exceptionally good. I thought the Kingfisher was very good too. I don't know if you've ever had Kingfisher.
I haven't.
Much of the Kingfisher in America is made at, I believe, Saratoga Springs, New York. And it's an Indian recipe, but it's made there. So I would have to give this a very high rating. No, I would not want to pay $3.99 for a bottle all the time, but it was a kind of a neat looking thing. And it says, one more thing, it says, when you're sure the occasion deserves it, serve Flying Horse Lager beer. Then sit back and drink deeply. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So, les bon temps roulé. I'm going to give this. Maria, what do you give a beer when it's got no downside and all upside?
Everyone scores in their own way. Me personally, I take some advice from a homebrewing friend that I met on Rate Beer when I first joined Rate Beer, and he said everything starts at perfection and then start ticking off things you observe that are less than perfect. And then that all falls by the wayside too, after you kind of get your beer legs and start really exploring different styles, you realize, oh, I've rated everything I've ever had way too high. And then, you start getting a little bit fussier, I think.
Yeah. And
does that help? I'm sure it didn't.
It helps a little bit, but, I hate to nitpick something just for the sake of saying, oh, let me do a really intricate and erudite review. I'm just saying.
If it's perfect, then score it the way it is.
Yeah, I think I would not feel comfortable giving it lower than an A. Most excellent. It's just a great beer. So, folks, if you're ever at some international market and you see this beer, and by the way, this is the first video review for this beer in the world.
Nice. Well,
Beer Advocate says it's okay. The bros say it's okay, and then Rate Beer, they're giving it very low scores, like 5 out of 100, which is typical for Rate Beer.
Yeah, they don't like the light lager over there at all. I did not have another light lager for today, so I have a pumpkin ale. I have Ithaca Beer's Country Pumpkin. Gosh, I'll tell you what, Ithaca makes this beer so well. One of the things.
Now, hold on, let me shut this off, and then we're going to talk. So, folks, it's July, and it's time for pumpkin beers. I believe the Easter beers should be coming out soon, right? I mean,
Okay. Christmas beer is next after these pumpkin beers and Marzens.
I know, it's incredible how they come out so early. Well, thank you, folks, for watching this little bit unusual video production, and y'all come on down to New Orleans.